stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suck fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Jones now on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chicago.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Jones now on the jet sweep. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get on the first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down,
Harris running straight ahead. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Jones now on the jet sweep. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
We
talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Goff. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And that's how you start a drive because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Gone. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they drew it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Fields now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a... And it'll be intercepted. Connor Gordon picks it off. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Swift again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on third down, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On first down, Fields. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Goff on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. They run for it with Harris. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 48 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 1, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Goff now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The final shot before break here. Goff. Right back to Chris Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
But my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half, to have the guts to do that. But I guess what we say, the end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 30, past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Fields. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And here we go on 4th down. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They snap it to Fields. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return from a Detroit touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
They're going to go. It's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is going to have the Bears first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They're running the jet sweep with Jones. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. On 4th down, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 79 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is not going to get in as the big body stop him at the run.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world,